Good morning. Today we will discuss the types of presses. So we will discuss the types of presses on the basis of classification of presses. Presses are classified in various ways. They may be classified according to first, source of power, second, method of actuation of the ram or slide, third, number of slides, fourth, type of frame, and fifth category is the type of work for which the press has been designed. So the first category is based on source of power. So it is subclassified as manual presses and power presses. So manual presses that are manually operated presses are the hand, ball or fly presses, and power presses can be further classified into mechanical or hydraulic presses. So the first we will see what is fly press. So typical example of mechanical press, this press is operated by hand. It is manually operated and can be used for performing most of the sheet metal operations on a small scale. The press essentially consists of a screw operating in a nut formed in the upper part of a rigid F-type frame. So you can see there is a F-type frame and there is a screw and there is a handle for operating the press. By rotating the handle, the ram or the screw that will move in a downward direction for the press operation. So it is a manual operated press. Then the two kinds of source of power for applying force of the ram are mechanical and hydraulic. So this is a second category, that is power presses. So it is subclassified as mechanical and hydraulic. In mechanical presses, the energy of flywheel is utilized, which is transmitted to the workpiece by gears, cranks, levers, etc. The linear movement of the ram or slide is obtained with the help of flywheel driven system. The heavy flywheel absorbs energy continuously from an electric motor. When clutch gets engaged, the flywheel is connected to the crankshaft. The crankshaft starts rotating and energy is transmitted to the ram. In manually operated mechanical presses, the clutch is disengaged after each cycle. In automatic presses, the ram moves up and down continuously as the strip is fed automatically. These presses can be classified as plain and geared. So in plain design, the flywheel is mounted directly on the drive shaft. On a geared press, a flywheel is carried on an auxiliary shaft which is connected to the main shaft through one or more gear reductions depending upon the size and energy needed. In a gear press, the flywheel stores considerably more energy than the plain drive as its speed is higher than the main drive shaft. So you can see in a diagram. So first it is a non-geared or flywheel drive. Second, it is a single reduction, single gear drive. Next, C diagram C indicates the single reduction twin gear drive, and D is multiple reduction gear drive. So these are the examples of mechanical press drives. Then in hydraulic press, the ram is actuated by oil pressure on a piston in a cylinder. So there is a piston and cylinder arrangement. There is a cylinder. There are two ports. There is a fluid in and fluid out. And inside the cylinder there is a piston, and ram it is attached to the piston. When the fluid enters through the fluid in port, the piston moves in an upward direction, so the ram that will move in an upward direction. When the flow is reverse, when the flow it is in through the fluid out, then it will force the piston in a downward direction, so the ram that will move in a downward direction. So the mechanical presses have following advantages over hydraulic presses. It runs faster lower maintenance cost and lower capital cost. So advantages of hydraulic press is more versatile and easier to operate, tonnage adjustable from 0 to maximum, constant pressure can be maintained throughout the stroke, force and speed can be adjusted throughout the stroke, more powerful than mechanical press, and safe as it will stop at a constant setting. Then the second category, that is based on method of actuation of slides, that is the drive mechanisms. So based on the devices used in mechanical presses for converting rotary motion on the main shaft to the linear motion of the crank, the presses can be divided into crank operated press, cam press, eccentric press, screw press, rack and pinion press, knuckle joint press, and toggle joint press. So these are the diagram of all the press drives. So first it is a crank drive, then B, diagram B, it is a eccentric drive, then C is cam drive, D is rack and pinion drive, then at the bottom there is a E, it is a screw drive, F is knuckle joint drive, and G is toggle drive, and last one it is a hydraulic drive. So the drive is used in hydraulic presses in which the ram is actuated from a piston by means of connecting rod. The remaining arrangements are for mechanical presses. So only the figure H, it is a hydraulic drive that is used in hydraulic presses, and remaining all the drives that is used in mechanical presses. The most common drive is the crankshaft. So crankshafts are used for longer strokes. For shorter strokes, eccentric drive is employed. Then next is cam drive is similar to eccentric drive except that at the bottom of the stroke, dwell is obtained. Then diagram D, it is a rack and pinion. So that drive it is used where the very long strokes is required. But movement of slide is much slow as compared to crank drive. Diagram E, that is a screw drive. In the screw drive, the slide is attached to the flywheel through a screw. As the flywheel is rotated by the friction drive, it moves down and the slide motion is continuously accelerated. At the bottom of the stroke, the entire energy stored in the flywheel is consumed by the work. Then next is knuckle joint, that is used for heavy coining, embossing and sizing operations, and toggle drive is primarily used to drive the outer slides of the double action press. So this is regarding the classification on the basis of drives use. Then the third category, that is on the basis of number of slides, it is subclassified as single action press, double action press and triple action press. Now the single action press, this press has one plain ram or slide only which acts against a fixed bed. So there is only one slide or ram that is used in a single action press. However, by using combination tools, more than one operation can be performed on this press at each stroke. Next is double action press. So this is a diagram that is used for the, that is a double action press. You can see there. So for the double action press, this press has two slides moving in the same direction against a fixed bed. So number of slides or rams, that are two in this case. For that it is called double action press. So you can see in the diagram, there is a one inside ram or slide that is indicated at the top inside ram, and there is another ram that is outside ram. So outer slide is referred to as blank holder, and the inner slide is called the punch or the plunger side. So outer ram that is used to hold the edges of the sheet that you can see in a diagram, and inner slide that is used as a punch. So they are chiefly used for deep drawing operation. So two rams or the slides that are used in a double action press. There is a inside ram and there is a outside ram that you can see in a diagram. So outside ram that is used to hold the edges of the raw material, and the inside ram that is used for drawing operation or forming operation. So generally this type of presses that is used in a deep drawing operation. Then the triple action press, that is the third type, triple action press. This press has three slides. Two slides moving in a same direction against the fixed bed as in a double action press, and the third or lower slide moving upward through the fixed bed. So you can see in a diagram there is an inner slide, then there is an outer slide, and at the bottom there is a bottom slide. So there are three slides that are used in this type of presses. So outer slide that is used to hold the surfaces, and another slide that is inside inner slide that is used to apply the force from the top, and the third slide that is bottom slide that will be operated from bottom to the top. So in this type the two slides moving in a same direction against the fixed bed, that is from top to bottom as in a double action press, and the third slide that is indicated in a diagram, that is a bottom slide that will moving upward through the fixed bed. So they are used for the large work such as motor car body panels. Then the fourth category based on the type of frame used. So it is subclassified as, so according to design of the frame, the presses may be classified as open frame presses and closed frame presses. So examples of open frame presses are back inclinable C frame, gap bed press, adjustable bed press, horn press. And the second category, that is closed frame presses. The examples are, or the types are, straight side press, arch press, tie rod type press, pillar type press. So these are the 8 examples of open frame presses and closed frame presses. So these are all the diagrams of types of presses according to type of frame. So first we will see open type presses or open frame presses. So this press is also known as gap frame or C frame press. It has only one column to the rear of the die whose shape resembles the letter C that you can see in a diagram. The die area is accessible from three sides: front, left side and right side. The back of such press can be a solid or open. Open back press permits feeding of the sheet metal from front to back or the ejection of finished parts from the back. For open back frame presses, that is indicated in figure B. For open back frame presses, the frame may be fixed in a vertical position or in a fixed inclined position, or it may be of inclinable type. The most common type press is open back inclinable C-type frame press, commonly known as OBI press. Its frame is inclined backward, which facilitates the removal of the scrap or the parts by gravity through the open back. The solid back type press is fixed vertical position on integral base, is more rigid than an inclinable press and has wider bed and arms. C is adjustable bed. An adjustable bed press or knee press has bed that can be raised or lowered. This permits the accommodation of different size of dice and work but loses its some rigidity. So that is regarding the diagram C, that is adjustable bed type press. Last diagram, that is horning press. In horn press, a large round post or mandrel projects out from the column in place of a bed. This mandrel is called the horn and supports round workpieces. So this is regarding the open frame press. Then the closed frame press. The examples are arch press, straight side press, tie rod and pillar. You can see these diagrams, that is the arch press, the diagram number 6, then the tie rod, that is diagram number 7, and pillar, it is diagram number 8, and straight slide press, that is diagram number 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the diagrams of closed frame presses. These presses have two upright columns on each side of the die. They are stronger, more rigid and balanced than C-type frame presses. This type of presses are suitable for heavier work due to wide beds and long strokes. Work is fed either from the front or from the back of the press into the die area. Closed frame presses can be of two designs: arch frame press and straight side frame press. So you can see in the diagram number 6, that is a arch type press. In arch press, the upper part is narrow as compared to the lower part. Straight side presses, that is a diagram number 5, that are more rigid and strong than the arch presses, since the heavy loads are taken up in a vertical direction by the massive side frame. Another design of large mechanical press can be straight side type with tie rod. So diagram number 7, that is tie rod press. The bed columns and crown are separate units but are keyed to hold alignment and are fastened together by tie rods. So tie rods that are used for fastening purpose. The tie rods are heated and shrunk in place to minimize straining under load. The pillar or open frame press, that is the last diagram, that is diagram number 8, has 4 pillars, that is indicated in the diagram. The pillars hold the crown to the bed and acts as a guides or wedge for the ram. So hydraulic press frames can be of C type, straight side type with tie rods, or the pillar type. Then on the basis of end use, most machines are capable of doing variety of work. Only some machines are designed for a particular type of job. These machines are known by their end use. The various type of work for which the press may be designed are for punching operation, blanking operation, drawing, bending, forming, coining, embossing, etc. So this is regarding the types of presses. Thank you.